Going on? Yo. Hello YouTube, season 5 of my stream, Rival Guest Country Club. That's what's happening in season 5. I'm still in the small room here, chilling, looking out over this really pretty garden and the driveway and stuff. Yeah, it's great. Southern facing, believe it or not. But yes, speaking of going south, we are playing Hollow Knight Silksong today, as you can see above. So yeah, feel free to hang out with me, or skip ahead, or do whatever you want to do if you're just watching the VOD. You want to know what's going down. Everything's good though. We went out today, picked up my parcel and everything this morning. Mucked around in the city and stuff. Actually, I'll put the stream up on the TV. And then we'll keep on keeping on. But yeah, give me a sec, guys. Alrighty, I'm back. Thank you guys, thank you. So yeah, pretty good morning, pretty good start today. Yesterday I was screwing around trying to do that Sinners Road. Getting in there, and I don't know actually what's in there. But it was complicado. Just lots of jumping around. And I got up to something else before. If I can look at the map, yeah, it's all that stuff over there. Through the blasted steps. I wonder if I can actually... There's a couple of spots there that look like they're dead ends. That kind of don't go to anything. I mean, I could explore them. I could try to go the opposite direction from what's in there, but... From that crazy bit, but I wouldn't mind just going in there a little bit more. And yeah, there's still south, there's still stuff I could do to the south. Since I'm kind of like just getting warmed up, waking up or whatever into the game, let's just do what I was doing yesterday and see what we find or whatever. But yeah, I'm excited to play today, got plenty of time to play, which is a W. And then we've got, speaking of actual W's, got Absolum later as well. Oh, so there is a quest. If you if you fight these doggy things. Gosh. That's okay. I'm okay with getting wrecked. I noticed something. I've got a power. It's different. It's a different circle. Let me check that. What's going on, Ike? I haven't seen you in ages, dude. Aquarium Police, right? I recommended your channel the other day, if that's the case. What am I looking for here? Change crest. Yeah. Well, what's that thing in the middle? What is that? Cast the needle in a well of silk around oneself, lashing foes. Or the spear. Nah, I want the spear. Bro, this camera, I put an AI on the camera and like it's just got its own, it's got a mind of its own. What's going on, Spit? Long time no see. Yeah, this thing's just got a mind of its own, does whatever it wants. It's got parameters, you can program it, but I can't make heads or tails of it. I mean, obviously we could all go and ask like the AI, but like, I like it. And I think it likes you guys too. Okay, let's fight these little crocodile things. Little snappy buggers. Not sure how many hits they take. What I like is how there is just little things that you can do to like goof off. Go around and procrastinate game, as I call it. Because some of those boss fights like can be pretty punishing. Alright, what do we got here? How you boys doing anyway? Roach guts. Yeah. Professionally, they're called PTZ cameras. Used to use them all the time. What are you studying at uni? Used to be a professor, so to speak. So, like, yeah, curious. And obviously, guys, you know what I mean. It applies to everybody in the Discord, especially the kids in high school and stuff. But like, I used to be on the academic success team, guys. So, you know, kids who wanted them scholarships and everything, or wanted to go to like Ivy League or whatever, so to speak. I'd help them kids win. Same with the ones who are like on the verge of dropping out. You know what I mean? Like, it happens all the time in life. You're doing something, you want something better in the future. This is like one of the biggest undertakings in your life so far. And then things get in the way of that, you know what I mean? A little bit of kindness and compassion goes a long way. And yeah, I totally scuffed that. Rip. Too busy yapping instead of getting good. What's going on, Ike? Oh, he just reviewed? How come you're not aquarium police? That's so funny that you got done by aquarium police. How's the dog? And he's got a sister too, if I remember rightly. Not for any sus reason. I haven't spoken to him since I played Bloodborne, which was ages ago. Bloke didn't even... He smokes weed, doesn't he? He didn't even rock up when we played GTA 5. Don't worry, I'm not mad at him or disappointed in him or whatever. I'm just saying, guys. It's been a minute. Shout out to Wiz Khalifa's song, It's Been a Minute. Ooh, I was supposed to press R1. He's chilling, nice. Yeah, good boy, good boy. It's laundry day today. Doing tons of laundry. Ooh, shit, was not good. These guys are fun. They make you work for it. The high school senior. Oh, you're a high school senior, okay, but you go on to the I Use Kelly School of Business next year. The cubicles have got them. Wicked, dude. Wicked. I did some time when I was a student, so like before you get to become the teacher, you got to be a student, obviously, as you know, before you become the master. I did some time with Melbourne Business School. I want to look up this school real quick. That's amazing, Spit. Keep it up, dude. Too many people just shit on like getting an education and whatever, you know what I mean? So like, it makes me really proud to see that someone's speaking about it openly. Yeah, right, Indiana. Shout out to Indiana. The thing is, like with some of these B schools, everyone likes to think like like the creme de la creme or just the cream on top, but like the middle bracket definitely punches hard. People just forget like there's thousands and thousands of multi-millionaire companies. Being the super privileged kid isn't always the way. Yeah, wait, you got 4? I had no idea. I just remember we oh dude, because you know we talked about the snake, you know, not to be a Debbie Downer or anything, but we yapped about that. Did I tell you the other day we had this huge rain, and with huge rains come heaps of lawn growth, and like I've got grounds out here at the country club, so I've got to like mow these grounds, obviously, keep everything in tip-top condition. So I was in the chicken coop, and I don't have any chickens. So basically there's lots of like little burrows where the chickens would lay their eggs in, if you follow me. Because of the rain, they were all flooded out, which was different. And like, unbeknownst to me, because there's no chickens in those burrows, lots of snakes have actually been living in them burrows. And because everything was flooded out, it meant all the snakes were not like asleep in their burrows. So I went into that chicken coop and I was like mowing, and I believe I had an encounter with one snake, a big snake. These are the ones that like, not the second most deadly snake in the world or whatever, but you'll be fighting for your life. Oh, shivers. Let me type it in. I think it might have been, I just need to look at the colors. It's this kind of one here. Notchius scutatus or whatever. I'll type it in the Discord. I mean in the thingy for you. Hey Kuna, how you going, cool kid? I got some copy here if you want. I'm not in the coolest spot. Let me see if I can find a spot for the dance where I won't get obliterated. As if Chalamet would show up like this at a time like this, guys. How you going anyway, Kuna? For those of you who don't know, Kuna's our British model. Oh no, I'm stuck. I died before I could show off the dance rip. Yeah, so basically what had happened was, like, I was mowing and everything, and I had my back turned, obviously, because you go like one direction, and shout out to One Direction, I guess. And yeah, I was like, just spontaneously, I was like, I'm not going to go the full run, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to turn around here and I'll do this tree or something. And then as I turned around, there was like one of those snakes just literally charging straight at me. And then like we kind of met and it did a full 360. But before I knew it, like I made this snap decision and I was like, okay, I gotta like, gotta get out of here and not get hurt. And also like not hurt the snake. Because you're not really supposed to hurt him. Unless, you know, an accident happens, like, you know, he lashes out at you and tries to bite the lawnmower or whatever and gets his head chopped off. But yeah, it was intense. It really freaked me out. Especially because, like, most of the time when they move, you know how snakes move, like they're pretty docile in their movement, right? But when they're agitated, they actually can, like, whip and do all sorts of crazy stuff. That's okay, Kuna. You British have got us you British have got us Aussies killed on a number of occasions. So yeah, this one's fun. This one's my pleasure. How you going anyway? Oh no, I'm dead. That one's all me. Guilty. Yes, it is illegal. It's technically illegal. You still have to be prosecuted and everything like this and show intent and blah blah blah. A lot of people just flat out just get rid of them straight away. Whether it's with a shotgun or running them over or using a shovel or an implement, you know what I mean? Because like, the risk versus reward, like, okay, I let it live, you know, what if it populates? What if it lives in my ceiling, you know, bites me in my sleep or whatever it is and I'm dead? Also, because like I live, well, it's kind of normal. Most folks actually live like at least half an hour away from a hospital, you know what I mean? But I'm a few miles out because I'm in the countryside. Happy, Kuna, happy. Happy, happy, happy. Pocopia happiness. Gonna get rinsed, aren't I? Unless I can just get a couple of hits off. You died in RuneScape and I'm sad about it, but life goes on. Oh, nice. Well, at least you... Oh no! At least you're still alive. IRL. Hopefully you didn't die in the wildy. I actually saw this thing about a gun in Apex. I was gonna post it in the Discord, but I was like, if that's the gun that Kuno is triggered about, then I better not. But yeah, it straight up just looks like a normal gun type of thing. Black battle rifle majiggy. Meow. The coffee is good today, guys. Just F to the Y. To the I. Bam, bam. Rip, rip. No, no. No! This is what someone was saying to me today. They were like, are you going to keep playing Hollow Knight today? And I was like, yeah. The reason being is just because this game actually takes, at least for me, a little bit to get into. And like, I don't want to get totally wrecked if I just put this game away. But that said though, we'll see how we go. I'm still having fun. We just gotta grind these little doggy things, whatever they are. Not get grounded myself. Kuna reckons they've grown fonder of it now that their KD ratio is going up. Ah, oh, Sif. Freaky little dino dog. How many of these do I need? Roach guts. I've got 4 so far. End the quest. Give the rag pelt to the Crage of the Halfway Home in Greymore. Where's that, I wonder? Halfway home, hey? No! I kind of was expecting some knockback, but I know you don't really get that. Hop. Did a little bit of weeding this morning too, guys. That was good. And thank you very much for all the likes. How many likes do I have today? Yesterday I got a good number of likes. Oh, 4. Thank you, guys. 4 more than I had before. Whoa. 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 Oh, did I tell you I got a Pink Floyd record the other day? Apparently, the cover was scuffed, but it's from the period. It's a compilation album of the first 2 albums or something. And apparently what makes it special is that it features one of the members before he died. So the performances and everything are just a little bit different. Or if not, just straight up OG. Actually, deal. Only $10 too. Car boot sale. I don't know if like you guys have those kind of things out in your countryside, but it was very cool. Oh, and I got a paddle. Did you see the paddle? Do you have a paddle? I know the British are fond of their boating. Surf. Alright, Stim. You do. Nice. I bet you guys would have lots of cool stuff. Let me check the map. Where is the halfway home? I didn't realize I had completed a quest. Greymore. That's up here. Maybe it's this little icon thing just above the bench. Ike says he's building a basement at your mom's house currently. It's fun to build the walls. Are you doing the drywall and stuff? What do you guys call that? In Australia, we call it gyprock. That's a brand, though. Everything before that was hell. Are you doing insulation? Insulation behind the drywall? Timber frames and stuff? It's always good doing something like that. It's very satisfying. I gotta get the key to let that fella out. Oh, shivers. Thank you. This guy's up next. And you gotta paint it and stuff? What's going in there? Or is it just gonna become like a little smoker's den? Nothing wrong with that either, guys. We don't have a basement here at the country club. He's doing the walls with wood. The basement was completely empty. Super uneven concrete as the floor when you started. Oh, okay, yep. If you could level that out, that'd be a nice touch. Anyway, shout out to Ike's mom. And sisters. But that's just me being cheeky, obviously, guys. Now, if I go all the way to the top, there's pretty much nothing in here, eh? I explored everything, just a guy with a key, and then, like, kill the bugs or whatever. Them little dog ones. I'll just do this again anyway. How dare you? How dare you? No, no, no. Yuck, ick, ick, rip, ick, yuck, ick. Fudge. All leveled as well? That was the hell part? Yeah, I can see that. Good on you for doing that, dude. Who was the other guy? There was another guy who was like here before. You've got a job in like hardware store or whatever. I guess I'll grind his little pooches. And then fudge. Then I'll dip. How am I like making so many little mistakes? It happens though, guys. Let's have some water. Among other things. There's so many coffees on my desk. Woohoo! Leave me be. And as always, guys, anything you want to yap about, I'm right here. Otherwise, yeah, it's grinding time. How many hits do you take? Oh no! I didn't see him do that. Roach guts. Gross. So many spiders in my own home lately, guys. Got rid of like 4 yesterday at least. Oh man, this ain't good. Fudge. These guys, they kind of like adapt to you. That's how it feels. They're very fun to play, but you can psych yourself out. And if you're like me and you just keep looking away, they're gonna bite you. Oh yeah. What else did I get? Yes, I got my paddle. I should show off my paddle. It's a mighty fine paddle. Not everybody is like as impressed by my paddle as I am, but here we are. Now, how do I do it? I guess I press this button, right? Ta-da! Where am I? I'm here. It's not zoomed in. I'll get the paddle. This one's made in Canada. Imagine having a Canadian paddle. Honestly, I really do feel like the British should be able to make a good paddle. Like they can make a good cricket bat. It's basically a water cricket bat. Anyway, back on my face. Let's do this. I'm proud of it. The reason is because when we played Flippin' No Rest for the Wicked, that really challenging game that was made by, challenging not because it was hard, but challenging for a whole bunch of other reasons, by the dude who made Ori. What happened to me? I just got spat out. I'm so confused. Man, this is like the equivalent of a paddling for me. And in fact, even getting back up there to where this quest handing is a pain in the butt. Not undoable, but yeah. True pain. Next time, cool guy. I see you two dudes there. I just want to fight this little doggy dog. Rip. Alright, how many of these do I need? I've got 8. 8 out of 10. Okay, let's go. I really like this spiked tool. Alright, just one more, one more. Can't remember if there's one in here. You know what? Let's just go back and reset. And you know what was really cool yesterday? I didn't speak about this yesterday, but to have that dude who was like, who did the Steel Soul or whatever, that's where you beat this game without dying once. To have a guy who's done that come into the stream and be like, your gameplay is actually pretty fluid. Was quite the compliment. Do I give him the rag pelt? I thought it was all the way on the left. That is his name. Hey! Good night, Kuna. Tell those doctors that Rival Gaz said that you can have whatever you want. Ooh. Crafting kit expanded. W. Yeah, definitely tell them that. By order of Rival Gaz. Health is to be reinstated or whatever. Yeah, and a lollipop. Or whatever it is that you guys get in Britain. Maybe a baked good. some kind of like something with jam. I can't imagine them giving out anything with icing sugar. Oh my god, the pandemonium. Nevertheless, good night, Kuna. I actually found these super cute pictures of an animal that's not a Kuna. It's a different type of animal. But I did think of Kuna, saving them for a rainy day. Come on, one more. Yeah, that's all I needed. G to the G. Now I've just got to make it through here to the other side. I can't jump up there unless that was super cool. Wasn't expecting that at all. Yo, Case, am I pro elite at this by now? Esports champion? Maybe just mad depressed. That's wicked that I could open that up. But I don't have the double jump, so I can't even get up there. There's no enemies in here. But it's slick how I was able to bounce off that dude and get in here anyway. That's a W in my book. And how you going, Mr. Case Claiborne? Well, you know what would make me really happy? Is like, I just had this idea. If Mr. Case Claiborne became like the anti-Mr. Beast. Because Case like works an office job and is like white collar, successful. And Mr. Beast is just like this statistical outlier in America. Ah, shivers. And he doesn't make like the world's best content. His content is just as watched as Jimmy's, but it's like mundane, you know what I mean? Like, I reheated lasagna. 1 million views. Thank you for the tools. That was actually kind of handy. He means I actually give away money without there being any humiliation? What, in a way that's just like publicly verifiable by a trusted third party? What even happened to Team Water? Ah! What happened to my donation, Jimmy? We donated $1 for every member of the Discord. Which wasn't much, but like when you stream don't make no money, every dollar counts. Hop, 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 let's go. Let's go. Now I can dodge this guy. The trick that I'm up to is just platforming to the top. And to get there easily, you gotta wipe out all of the ads on the way. Gotta jump up. I'll rescue him later, but I'm just not sure where you get the simple key from. Savage. Do I need anything looked up? Not at present, but you are actually very good at doing that, Case. Any news, actually? Is there any news? I haven't seen much news today. Just something about the White House app. Subpar was telling me about it yesterday. Bring it on, come here. Oh, there's two of you? Okay. Well, get off this platform for starters and let's fight. Ooh, shivers. Oh, shivers. Scuffing it. No! What? Ah, shivers, I didn't see it. So much news that it's all a blur of ominous and awful times. Portents of the future to come. In the year 2525. Man, I can't believe this is wrecking me. That's a 60s song, by the way, YouTube. The year 2525. Plays pretty much every day on the old boomer radio here, which I really enjoy. It is such a vibe. Driving through the countryside listening to 60s hits. The world was just a simpler time and place back then. 2 girls for every boy, surf and safari. Wow. And then if you weren't into that scene, you know what I mean, you could just have like a great time. That LA Hollywood radio from the 60s was such a vibe. Oh damn, fudge! Yuck. 2525 is better, but 2525 5 is more humorous. Well, whatever our autism will allow for. Surf! Surf! I had a decent sleep last night, guys, so that's good. Sorry, so this isn't actually that hard, but something that I noticed is, can I just reset this? Where is, I'm just checking my audio routing. You go to 2 and then you come out to 5. I just have the most minor delay. I'm finding it very peculiar. Unless that's just how the game audio is. Where like, so he throws the little ninja star thing, and when you deflect it, it's like the sound effect comes once it's away from you. This all seems fine though. I did just reset all the routing, so we'll see what happens. And what's this? I think I got a stick in my hair. It is. I found a little stick. This is why we stream. This is content. Why watch an Oscar-worthy movie? Case reckons the difficulty always goes up when he's watching. Well, you remind me of the other day when everyone was being positive, and I was like, oh gosh, I can't do this, you guys are all being too positive. Thunderdome, I think you'd like it here, Case, if you ever got a chance to visit. Is there any kind of countryside or type of thing that you like doing in particular, if you can get away? You know, a cabin guy, a mountains guy, desert guy. Maybe he's a desert guy. I wouldn't like, if I was back in America, I wouldn't mind checking out more the other faces of the Grand Canyon. That'd be dope. Because I only got to do Grand Canyon North. Actually, one sec, I got an idea. Check something with the routing. Okay, that all checks out. So gutsed him. He reckons he's made so many short-term friends. Shivers. Hilariously, though, he says, because Arizona is so huge, I've never been to the Grand Canyon. Just never had the desire, even though it's breathtaking. That's a bit like me. Northern Territory, my home state, twice the size of Texas, has a place called Kakadu. And I've been to Kakadu, but like, there are like some obvious touristy places that they always advertise, and I haven't been to any of these kind of mainstays. I've just been like in my own little areas as a local, and I'm like, yeah, that's enough fudge. There's enough of me. Yeah, I don't know how many miles it is, but like, it's like 1,500 kilometers or whatever from the two cities. If you go from the top, where I'm from, Darwin, all the way down to Alice Springs. And I've done that drive twice in my life now, all in one go, all in one day. Huge drives. Monster drives. And on the freeway, you can do 130 kilometers. I don't know how fast that is in miles per hour. Very, very big. America surprised me with how big it was, though. Like on my road trip, I only ended up doing like 3,000 miles, I think. Maybe a little bit more. Alright, I just gotta take my time here. So I make it all the way here. Ooh, shivers, gross. Fudged it, just fudged it. What the fudge? Not even hard. I'm just not clearing them. I just wish I did more damage, eh? 80 miles per hour. Okay, yep. There's plenty of 80 zones, isn't there? There's only 80 shivers. Well, I guess I must have been going really fast with the numbers I was doing in the car, Keck. Have you gone to Death Valley? I did Death Valley. Okay, focus. Oh, fudge! I hate. I'm sick of this area. Sick of fighting these Goombas all the time. Fudge! How come yesterday I was just consistently wiping them And then today I can't even focus enough to do it. $65 and $75. You associate as a Freeman. Long before these new movies came out, you couldn't pay me to go to Death Valley. I've experienced enough being in an oven moments. For real. Ah, Dune reference. Yeah, I still haven't watched Dune because I still haven't finished the book. Totally scuffed that jump. Ah, I'm trying. I've got a book right now that I'm stuck on. Xenocide it's called, by Orson Scott Card. I just start reading and then stop reading. I reckon I'd do more reading if I had a little lamp in the bedroom. Yikes, leave me be. The movies suck though? Did Timothy Chalamet not do a good job, or? Yeah, I don't mind Cyberpunk. I read Neuromancer or whatever it was when I was in high school. I played the game, Cyberpunk, and when I was going to work with Dr. Dave Ormrod and Dr. Jill Slay on it was like a cybersecurity project, but for satellite infrastructure, so think like SpaceX and other mission critical systems. Like how do you... Anyway, I had like some cyberpunk inspired references in my proposals for how to conduct the research. That's about the limit of my cyberpunkiness, I guess. Alright, and then I gotta fight this little guy in here, and then there's the two guys. Well, I'm just like, at the moment, I'm kind of trying to do, it's not like a detox, but it's like I'm trying to minimize my screen time, especially just because of how much I game and everything, so just trying to be conscientious of that. Especially with all of the studies that are coming out about attention and things like this and screen time on mobile phones, like... Okay, Stim. This is the best I've done in a while. Did you ever read the other two books in the series? It's the Sprawl series, the origins of the entire cyberpunk genre, Count Zero and Mona Lisa Overdrive. No, I never got to read the rest. Basically what happened was, when I was in high school, I was up in the library looking for books to read, and they just didn't have that many cool books, believe it or not, in that library. The high school that I went to, the senior college, it was like more orientated not towards academics, but like real world skills and things like this. So there weren't that many great books in there. So yeah, only just that one Neuromancer book with a cover. And that was a decent read. A little challenging to read. I probably should go and read the others, actually. The last book that I read on stream was The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And I read that book when I streamed on Kick. Just sat in the hammock all day. Yeah, I'll definitely... I'll definitely will do it at some point. I'd be tempted, for example, to next time there's the book fair, like I'll keep an eye out for them or something like that. When I go to the book fairs, like I only kind of buy books for work, so anything in the military strategy genre, national security. And if I don't buy anything like that, it'll be just something neat, cool book. But yeah, the two books that I remember from high school that I got from that library were Neuromancer, and I got a lot of books, but I only remember two. Neuromancer and two books by Richard Dawkins. Yeah, I was a dork reading Dawkins. Case the main character. Dun dun dun. This guy. Looks like we got some Case Claiborne lore, everybody. Hilariously has his name too, and is not in the other books other than a very super brief cameo with Molly. Molly Millions is still to this day the single greatest female character I've ever seen in a book. Well, naturally she was your side piece.
Oh, Absolum.
That's a ton of roach guts, boys.
Oh no.
Absolum.
That's fine.
Notera.
Tax. Oh, nice. I got a new ability. They're basically caltrops, which makes this whole exercise worth it. Even though it was brutal AF. Wait, do you think I can just run and do a jump? Nah. Lame. Ow. Not today, not this time you don't, mate. It's been a long while, but I imagine. But anyway, in the Villa Stray Light, the elite space station, Molly had a broken leg and was still doing her duty. Nice. Yeah, hopefully it just wasn't one of these things where it was like she just like minimized the window. Minimized the pain window. This isn't my attempt at humor. Alright, let's go. This way, that way, this way, that way, this way, that way. Going all the way down to the bottom. Jump inside here, use the place. So I've handed in that's two quests done actually, that's decent. Case was a sim patching into a sensory broadcast and almost passed out from the pain she was in. Descriptive AF. Alright, let's go to the Grand Gate. No ability to dull the pain, they just go through it anyway, nice. Have we checked out any other science fiction? So we've done Dune, Neuromancer. I read this one science fiction ages and ages and ages ago on my Samsung tablet. I had a little black Samsung tablet. Got it for free actually. Can't remember what I got it for free for, but it was, I don't know, bundled with something. Anyway, I read this science fiction book, and I don't even remember, it was an ebook. Don't know where the tablet is, so I can't really look up the book. But all I really remember happening was like they were in space, something about being on an abandoned space station or something, and it was all super philosophical about like the nature of reality. Remember, it was like aliens or something on the ship, but they were just doing all this stuff to their minds or whatever. It was all very mind bendy, and all of their youth was like spent in simulations and things like this. So like they always just kind of plug back into the Matrix and only disengage to do space explorer stuff. It was something like that. It was a decent book. I don't know if it was a series or just a one-off. But yeah, pretty trippy at the same time. They did lots of things like talk about the nature of reality and how people can just live in this plugged-in state or whatever. And then I guess it was like a bit of a critique on this when they were in space trying to like rescue the ship or whatever was happening in the story. Then the aliens would like they'd like have all of these sort of psychic battles or whatever. Anywho, gotta keep going. Oh, gosh, I'm really tempted to see this bit. Let me just go up, up, up first. This guy's got nothing for me, hey.
Ministra.
Lelos Balarin.
I like how they just kind of speak in a little made-up way. And as for Dune, people keep saying, I keep reading on the internet that Dune is more like a fantasy rather than a sci-fi. I don't know if that's true or not, or if that's a fair critique. Hey, what up, man? How's it going? Oh, as if he didn't do the dash underneath. That would have been so slick. Ah, okay. So I gotta try go up. But I don't think I can because I don't have a double jump. Whoa. It's a space opera. What does that mean? As in like it's an actual opera? Operatic in his story or whatever? Fudge. Because I don't actually know much about opera or Shakespeare. Even if it isn't musical, like, does it still borrow structurally or something? Or why do people even call it an opera? This just seems like more marketing, blah blah. But it's just called a space opera. I don't know if you're asking me to play Mobile Bang Bang or not, but this game is called, I'll type it. I don't know what language that is either. Okay, so I can't get up there. Let's go all the way to the left. Whoa! All the way to the left. Space opera is a subgenre of science fiction characterized by large-scale, melodramatic adventures set out in outer space or distant worlds. Yeah, okay. So it's what? It must be about scale. Oh, okay. Fudge! Totally scuffed the attacks. Alright, my bad. Let's just go to the fast travel point. Trillions of galaxies, he says. Trillions upon trillies. Case, were you the one talking to me about something in the Milky Way or whatever that you can only see from space from the southern hemisphere. It might have been you. Let me just go to Bone Bottom and see if anything's in here. I need to get like a proper camera so I can like get some space photos or whatever. And maybe have a little less blur going on here, don't you think, YouTubes? Because of how much this thing's got to zoom in. Let me just clean this lens. Cleany clean. Clean clean. But not in the Milky Way. My memory doesn't serve me that well. 1 second, guys. Just check Twitter, see if anything's happening. Just more Nick Lee clips. Shout out to you, Nick. Alright, nothing going on in here. Alright guys, gonna there's no news, so I'm gonna close it. Let's open up the chat. Is this game available on mobile? I don't think so. Let me check though. Lots of people play. No, not on mobile yet. What about this Hollow Knight? I don't think it is yet. Not yet. Not on mobile yet. Well, I'd like to be able to see it. That'd be pimpin'. Look at this thing on the left. Let me see if I can make it up there. I don't think I can though. Might be another double jump. Oh, this is that room where I can't do nothing. I need a double jump. Alright, well let me go south. I just want to look at all of the places where seemingly like a dead end before I just progress. Oh, what the? What's he doing here?
Buenera. Flickman. Fadastana. En Ben Vetra.
He's so excited to go to the Citadel. Okay, this way to the left. Actually, I remember that. Thank you, Case. Ah, in there, hey? Fighting these guys. So this is a boss. Is it? I thought there was a boss in here. This bit, okay. I could learn it, I suppose. Ready taking damage, Keck. Ooh. Ooh, shivers. Okay, I really need to stim. If I can get away with it. Man, you SOB, that hurt. Oh no. W stim? Alright, just chill. I've been in this fight for ages. Losing attention span rapidly. Pause. This is a tractor driving past. And I'm already super distracted. Case says, I salute you too, Case. First streamer a couple years of watching streams that ever actually made sure I got in Discord when link might be expired. Hey man, I don't know why anybody else couldn't get you in. But yeah, I'll talk to Dan Clancy and the rest of the stream gods and see what's up. Alright, focus, focus, focus. Stim! Stay away from me! I don't want to fight you. Nicely done. That's very generous, not making you fight both of them. I'm almost tempted to say something radical like, I would have made it so that way the other guy started freaking out, doing even more damage. Back for revenge? That seems like a very Hollow Knight thing indeed. No, Gaz, fudge, dude. I've only got 2 HP. Clutch. I don't think I can go any further right, so... No! I'm supposed to bounce on that thing and then bounce up or what? Wish I had a little bit more H to the P. Ooh la la. Hello? I'm resting, totally resting. Hello? Pinstress.
Hironare.
Miasia Nerat.
Ooh, some training. Train. So cool. Needle strike. Hold X, charge the power of the needle. Oh, wicked!
Povayava.
This is a pretty cool scene. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Ruindio.
Benny Frank.
Acladore.
Oh, look, and then it stays charged. Stays charged, and... How many swings is that? That looks like a 3-4 maybe. And you move backwards, okay. Shivers. Getting that bounce would have been pimpin'. Oh! This makes me happy getting that reward. Imagine, okay, sinister design would have been locking you into the boss fight here on the return. So you go and get your power, you think you're oh so great, and then you come back and then that other bug is like, hey, round 2. What's that bit down there? I don't think I can climb up there because I don't have the double jump. So I gotta go up, up, up. But it might just be easier to go to bone bottom. Might fall all the way down to the bottom than what it would be to climb to the top and just fast travel up. So I'm gonna try that. In? Fast travel. And let's see. I didn't find anything last time, but that doesn't mean that I won't find anything this time. Look at this person's crazy rant. This is some streamer bullshit, isn't it? They're like, they want to delete the self-promo channel in their Discord because people just go in there and self-promo and then they don't do anything else in their Discord. Crazy, dog. Well, I don't have a self-promo in my channel. Just because that's not really what the Discord is about. Ooh, anniversary update, nice. The Japanese have managed to make their own synthetic petrol crazy. Someone's got a Skyline with 40,000 LEDs on it. That's pretty nice. I feel like that car would be so popular in Japan. Actually kind of sick. I really did like Diablo 2. We had fun playing that. Subpar and I. What's going on, Kojima? This Australia has fuel insecurity, blah blah at the moment. Nothing. All right, one obligatory LinkedIn post of positivity, and that's about it. Shout out to Main Code and then Model Matilda. This one here, really? I'm confused. Oh wait, I'm supposed to go fast travel, aren't I? My bad. Come on, guys, pay attention. Might get a little bit more water, guys. Maybe even a cup of tea. You guys want a cup of tea? I don't know if I can bring you guys with me. Sit on the bench. Well, there you go. I'm glad I don't know what it is, but you know what? There was that one weird guy. It wasn't you, obviously, but yeah, there was this one weird dude who came in here and they were like, kept talking about spanking that creature. And it was so weird. And I guess it all makes sense now. If they've just got kind of like different interests, if you know what I mean, guys. Let me see what I can do with this camera real quick. What's interesting, I'm gonna cut it, but like, this is experimental, guys, because like, when it's on, if that makes sense, and then like, you DC and reseat, sometimes you don't want to. So actually, now that I've said that out loud, Keck, I'm just gonna leave it on. But tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll put it on Wi-Fi, or actually, some point this week, because I'm not gonna stay in the small room the whole time. Even though I really like the small room, I'm not gonna be in here the whole time. My main motivating factor for getting out of the small room is how like I don't have something to roll around on the carpet with. So, as comfortable as I am, I'm not as comfortable as what I could be. And this realization of greater comfort motivates me. What's that? This is an expression or whatever. Did you play Helldivers 2? Anyway, like the expression, something about a dead bug or whatever. Anyway, guys, I'll get more bubbles. I'll be right back. Step one is just putting the kettle on, actually. I changed my mind. I was like, let's have something warm. No Subpar Johnson today, isn't that weird? He usually has something to say. Hopefully he's doing really great at work. Better than my ability to dash jump. Dash jump? Dash jump? Dash jump! Dash jump! Blah. Oh man! Whoa, dog! Whoa, whoa! Dash jump!
Let's go!
Talk a big game, dog, but jump, 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 jump. No! Scuffed it. He says, I don't play HD2, but check out music off stream. Charlie Morgan, probably AI music, but Orbital Artillery Mercy, pretty decent Helldivers music. Nice. Actually, let me check that out now. After I do this jump successfully. Because I'm pro player. Huh. Never played such an easy game. Charlie Morgan, probably AI music. How come there'd probably be AI music? Thank you very much for 6 likes today, guys. Orbital Artillery. I make music, mostly hyperpop. Folk pop. Ego Hypno, electronic folk pop. Ego Hypno. As if you listen to Ego Hypno. Orbital Artillery. Patreon, YouTube music.
Firestorm, this is Charlie 4. I need the big one.
Look at the tongue action.
No fear, cavalier, be it fast to steer clear. Bring it down, turn me on. Through the smoke, I'm having fun. Looking up, feeling it. There is no denying shit. Some will say it's overkill. That's my name, it fits the bill. I don't need a make but spill. Just a bit of a mess. Detonations make me wet. Bring it down, give me more. Penetrate to my core. I won't say it ain't me. It's orbital artillery. Boom, boom, boom. Bring me souls. Firestorm, taking toes. Wanna watch some heads roll. No.
Is that so?
Bringing home fresh highs. Liberty, always on company. Counting down 1, 2, 3. Show me time velocity.
It is very country metro pop.
Still rain from the sky, kiss the craters, watch them die. I'm a goddamn machine, living out my wild dreams. Big barrage from on high, look at me, live my best life. Dark clouds thunder out, my jump makes me
Gosh, what a little subculture.
the roar. Big ones make me dead for more. Looking
I guess we should subscribe.
off my every hit and miss. Fire, fury, pure delight, coming in, blinding light.
I'm gonna say Case sent me here.
Flipping what's new to me.
No way.
Go so pretty round.
I don't want to be that guy. Alright, the kettle's boiled, guys.
This is how I get our wins. Every strike in every round, pleasure found in every bound. Tap your eye, feel free, it's orbital artillery. Copy, firestorm, and missions. Target suppressed, all your footsteps over. Boom, boom, kill, kill. Look at all the blood spill. Boom, boom, kill, kill. I am the battle queen. Loading up the broadside. I am dying the machine. On 1, 2, 3. This is terminal velocity. No fear, cavalier, be advised, get out of here. Final strike and the fight, guided by the satellite. It gets so hot the air.
I guess this is just what happens when good boys don't get to grow up and join the infantry. They just get to play video games and Helldivers instead. Wasn't a bad turn at all, and actually, it's great to see such a opening up of different genres and stuff. It would be sad if it was AI though, because like it's a good idea for a human to try to be modern and original, or something like that at least. One second, guys, just having a look to see if there's anything cool anywhere. Anything cool anywhere at all. Even X is being a bit mid today. I'll just drag it over. You reckon it's impossible to sing? There's no breaks. Unless it was just like composed or and edited like that, you know what I mean? What's going on, XQC? Anything interesting at all? People eating? Where do people go other than Reddit for like... Do I just have to go to like news.google or just ask like an AI to aggregate? That's so disappointing. Case. With his indulgences into contemporary e-girl music. All the market's in the red by almost 2%. The Avatar fighting game. Oh, there's going to be an Avatar fighting game. That's so funny that Blue Sky has an app and it's all about AI. I could read about that. What's Project Hail Mary? What other tech news is there? Like technology. The Disney thing still gonna happen? With Fortnite? That's fair. Blue Sky launches Addy, an AI assistant for custom social feeds. Wow, so like the indoctrination engine. That's obviously one very skewed way of looking at it. But yeah, walled gardens can be quite dangerous, everybody, in my opinion. Cooler Master Cosmos Alpha. Wait, don't tell me they finally have a new Cosmos case out. They got a new Cosmos case out, that's going to be huge. Not only in size, but like in whatever. iPhone 17e? What's the 17e? Been looking to replace the Mini. 6.1. Oh, this could be the replacement. Yeah, nice. This could be the replacement, and it's very affordable. I've got a Mini in the house, guys. And it's like, you can... The battery is just simply too small. Alright, so what's this AI app that they've dropped? Addy. People focused, whatever. So it's just fine. It's fine when Blue Sky does it, but it's not fine when X does it. That's so funny. Case says the one that got me into the artist. Oh, here we go. No need to defend. That's okay. Was completely at random a suggestion for a song called Lip Gloss and Lasers, E-Girl, Metro Girly Pop. You know what music that I like? That could probably be considered related but different. I guess the closest that I could get is maybe Bubblegum Pop. That's so funny. So most of the people on Blue Sky there, because they don't want AI, and then they just roll out an AI. That's crazy. Okay, in this case, sliding motherboard tray won't stay put. Weak threads on GPU support bracket. No. Where's the picture? Is this it? It's small. What the fudge? It's like a mini Cosmos. What kind of PC case do you have? Case says he's a Moto guy still, just because they like last 6 years and have physical gestures with the phone that turns the flashlight on. Yeah, I'm looking at this new case. Okay, the final build looks decent. I really like the Cosmos line of cases. Ain't no way, 599. But the picture made it. Okay. Okay. A restart button is nice, actually. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not in love with it, though. Do they have the original on sale? This is my favorite PC retailer, by the way, guys. No, they don't have it. Where's the original Cosmos? Products, PC cases, full tower. Do they have the original Cosmos here? Yeah. Oh, is this what they're rolling with now? The Cosmos Infinity? I was looking at phones for a split second. The iPhone 17e. You're not a case person? In terms of like the aesthetics or whatever? I do like this. In that white and silver or whatever, that's pretty Gucci. And you can get it in black. So this one, when they've done with the, I don't know what you call that mesh or whatever it is on the front, that 3D printed looking thing, it's okay. Ah, well, the more you look at it, the nicer it is, actually. And it's less gaudy than that, let's face it. But this brushed aluminum is just where it's at for me. Gorgeous. Could I upgrade to that? Probably. More of a side grade because of my Fantex. I've got my like white powder coated case. All steel, but like, yeah. 17E, okay, I'm gonna keep that on the side. Acrylic isn't a good heat dispersal medium. Agreed. Alright, let's go and do this, because something is gonna happen next. Let's do it. Pretty sure I've done everything I need to open this door. Thanks, guys. Thanks for waiting for me on my break. Or whatever.
Mi offende?
Nai no keter.
Lame. Couldn't just let me through, could you? Why this game gotta be like that? Talk about disappointing, guys. I mean, like, cause I got one shot, I couldn't even get in there and like do anything cool. Alright, let me move forward, let's recline. Feet up. Reclining activated. Case to keep me entertained with random tidbits that he finds on the internet. Are you serious? Wait. There's no easy run, is there? Okay. I don't really like that. Just because there's like things like this that are gonna happen to me. Oh, lame, dog. I fully just thought it was like going to open a gate or whatever. Nobody wants to be challenged, you know? It's just about expectation management. Swag. Not that hard, but things go wrong, you know what I mean? And it takes time to get here and to do this, and then I'm gonna die in one hit again. Well, the thing is like, if it was really about facing the warriors, I'd just put you here to face the warrior. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, that's lame. Okay, so I haven't learned too much about the fight yet, other than they have like a move that hits everything around them. Oh, and a long move. Fuck's sake, man. This is all my own doing and fault, but like, I just don't care for it. Just gotta put us in bosses, guys, like if you're gonna have so many or whatever. There's just too many opportunities to make mistakes or whatever. I don't know how to describe it, like, the game just gets in the way of itself just due to how they get the pacing wrong. This is obviously what the fans want and everything else, and I don't give a fuck what the fans want. I just want a fun game. And it's like, fans of this game, I guess, are the reason why the game isn't more mainstream. I wonder if I can actually go up. Have I streamed Super Punch Out? No, I don't think I have. What, from Super Nintendo days? I got to do one charge attack. Yeah, this is one of the classic SSRI games, you know, as well as a procrastinate game. You're not really meant to, I don't think it's meant to be played for hours on end. And I think it's aimed at like a younger demographic. I think people who like watch have lives and stuff, like their time needs to be better respected than what this game does. But like, what is it that you're really missing? You don't really miss out on anything in this, you just don't get to really do it. It's like, it's not like the story is like godly or anything like this. As I said to Lady Gaz, like, a lot of the reason to keep playing this is just because I've learned how to play it. And then last time we played the Hollow Knight game, the one before this, it was like every time you have a break from the game and come back to it, it's just much, much harder. So you gotta relearn everything and get in the mindset of how the game plays. You know, so imagine like if you were just on antidepressants or whatever, and you couldn't, nothing fast happens or whatever, you know what I mean? It's all dull. Still a very good game, guys. Just saying, like, I wasn't expecting this. But yeah, I guess you should just always be expecting it, because it's kind of inadvertent that there is the fun elements of this game were not necessarily like they're a byproduct of the core formula of the game, which unfortunately just isn't very fun. Super Punch Out is the same way. It's so short, but you spend 5 months on it. Metal Combat is in some ways more fun than FF6 or Secret of Mana Chrono Trigger Earthbound, but it's so much shorter. Nice. Well, SNES games are pretty incredible. And guys, like I just need to say, like, this is how the game made me feel. This is fine. So again, if you Procrastinate game this, or SSRI game this, or whatever, you're fine. Fudge. Interesting boss design where it's possible for the boss to be off screen and for removed to go the full length of the screen type of thing. Interesting choice. But yeah, this is not a very good run unless there's a more expedient way there. Yeah, nice. I'm not sure if I ever will play them, but I'd like to. But yeah, I kind of, as the streamer in me, needs to be able to find an actual title that has a actual audience for the game. That's kind of what I got to find for my next game. Or I just got to play, I don't know, I want to play something other than this though. Oh my gosh. I fully respect the down B, I do. There's too much precision. Hop, hop, hop. Doing great, doing great, doing great. Is there just no way to save here? Is there just no save button, power thing? Shivers. I should just... Is that just the move? You just run up and just keep wailing on it and heal through? And if so, if that is the move, maybe I gotta change powers. Because you can have different powers. Crest. So this beastie crest. And I can't equip any of these bell things or whatever. That's fine. With this one, you press circle, and it's not a heal. It just lets you do attacks, and then the attacks heal you. Yeah, it's a shame case, because I'm sure they're all very good games. But the fact of the matter is also that most kids or most folks or nowadays or whatever don't even want games, bro. They don't even play. Most folks aren't even playing or whatever. They're just like doing something on a computer. And as you know, probably doing insurance work, like, it's very important to train the next generation of workers to be comfortable sitting at a desk or whatever. Going through motions. I'm gonna get wrecked because my familiarity with the down B on this one is not that great. the arc is differently. Like the movement is different. Both in terms of speed and distance and everything. Might not even make it to the spot. See how I scuffed that? I'm thinking, see how she doesn't even jump? Does this mean I've selected the wrong power? I can't even actually get up there? Is this correct? Have they introduced something? I can't even put it into words, but like, that's so lame anyway. Okay, so let me get my thing here and then I'll address chat. So Kay says do a kid-friendly stream and like stream these things or whatever. Kid-friendly streams don't really exist on YouTube. Oh, this doesn't even heal me because like it's a power or whatever and I wasted my power. This beast mode thing is just shit. That's all there is to it. It's a lame power. I don't see how it's supposed to be cool or anything. Hopefully it gets cool, or I'm sure it's cool. Somebody's favorite power, but at the moment I don't see it. But yeah, kid stream much better on Twitch. That's probably the place for it. Alright, so changing to that was a fail because it's too difficult to actually get back to the boss fight reliably. Keck. Yeah, so just with the way that Twitch, that thing shouldn't spawn there. Right? Oh well, it actually that's fine because you're supposed to be running through. There's a way to play this game. And if you don't play it that way, then like you're gonna get burnt or whatever. Remember, the way they balance the game or whatever is that they get it to the state where you can do a Steel Soul run, so the player base or their elite group of players can beat this game without taking a death. And then once that is achieved, I believe that's when they're like, that's the end state of the game. But like, this type of compulsive play for memorization or whatever seems to be like a great I don't know how to put it. It's almost like a compellence or an addiction or something like this. Like the dedication of that to this to get to that point is just different, semi-concerning. But anyway, yeah, streaming like kids game or whatever on Twitch. That's the way to do it. Kid-friendly stream there. Maybe I just got lucky with my approach last time, just wailing on him. But I reckon that's the way that you can do it. But I reckon I'd have fun playing them. Yeah, just a very specific type of gamer player thing. They did well. You know, me bitching and moaning about it isn't going to change anything. The boys in Australia, the answer is just get off your hiney and make your own game, bro. But that's just not how it works. I'm not like white enough to qualify for government support or help or whatever. Okay, fly, fly, fly. Fudge. I just wish you could be in the spot. He should respawn with a 50-50 chance. Let's face it. but they're too coy with their vision. You know what I mean? Is it a this or is it a that? It's still just like Hollow Knight, fundamentally, with a little bit more aggravation in there over the first title. First title, I don't know. I don't know how they got it so perfect and so shit at the same time, basically. Yeah. There's definitely a whole category of like players like that for this title. And it was a great game for it. They did really, really well. They just did really, really well. There's so much to like. And it is fun and challenging and all these things, but few and far between, at least for me. Oh, it's just because I stood there. If I had moved out of the way, I might have been able to keep wailing. And then not taking the model hitbox overlap damage or whatever happened to me. But yeah, this run is just way too much. I don't want to get hard stuck here either. And that's the thing, because it's like a precision game, procrastinate game, meaning that you only play this when you're not doing something else. Yeah, it's just hard to play for hours on end, this game. Or like this stuff happens to you a lot, where you don't get to. You might want to, but you don't get to. It's just weird. It's a weird form of play or whatever it is, what's happening here. Ah, that sucks. Come on. Too many presses, too many whatever. Damn, man. Just when it was like turning a corner or whatever, it always just manages to get in the way of itself, this title. Makes you just want to like do something else. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, no news. Sad. Looking elsewhere other than the game for like what the game's supposed to be giving me. Alright, let's do it. Funky busting. Well, I've got all the powers and everything that I need up until this point, right? So, yeah, it's just about getting in here and doing it, I guess. Fudge. Now what to do? Fudge. Did the dash to close instead of just moving forward? And then my dash thing was too slow or whatever. My idea was right, but my execution was flawed, and now I've got to do this stupid run. I don't even know how, because this is a must do, you must do this. This is the only way to this point or whatever. It's just lame. It's not hard. It's not anything. It's all inconvenient and unfun, lads. Crazy. And it's like nobody wants this. This is just what I don't understand. Like, who actually asked for this? Like, they have the ability to make the game fun and cool and challenging and everything without the great inconvenience. I can't even make it to this boss fight, you know what I mean? It's a shame. As great as they are, like, it's also not that great. I wish they would just make a fun game, but they can't. They can't do anything other than like what they're currently doing, which is just a shame. But I think that's just what they like. And you know what? Good for them. I wish I could make $1 million or whatever just by making something that wasn't actually that fun at times. Lame. The quality of life or something, I'm not sure. Not sure what it really needs. For the casual or for the normie or whatever it might be. Why can't I save here? There must be some kind of way. Is there some kind of... Maybe if I install a virtual machine and get the Xbox running in the VM, I can save states in the VM or whatever and manipulate it that way. You know what I mean? That's probably what a lot of gamers and devs do or whatever. Because like, I know like when I was doing my Hades speedruns to get my world records on PlayStation 5, like, I tried to find whatever I could that would make that as expedient as possible to be able to still get the world record within the rules. So, for unseeded runs. So I'm kind of confident that like a lot of players or whatever would be doing all sorts of shit to make it whatever. Still think the game is best on Switch 2. Not that I got to play it that way. I just think smaller screen or whatever is where it's at. Needs to push you out of the way or whatever, so that way that doesn't happen. You know, like, that's another one of these things where it's like, that's all on the onus. All the onus is on the player or whatever. The game doesn't really help you play. I guess, as an Australian, and I think about Australian ethics and ideas, it's like Australians make some of the best stuff in the world. Like, we made Wi-Fi. Like, we've got the world's most livable cities. We had the richest cities in the world, period, at one point. We've got so much world-class best of the very best. And this is a game that's an example of the best of the very best, but it's not very egalitarian or equitable in terms of like allowing players to get in there and experience it all. That's like the Australian way. This is almost like an elitist attitude of like, it's not necessarily hard, it's shit. But it's like, it's somebody's hard. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know why they just couldn't make it fun and cool for everybody. It's almost kind of like, rather than making AFL or footy, then everybody can kind of play that. Cricket or any kind of sport, they just made like the pro version or whatever. This isn't even the pro version because they've got like their pros. They can make even more stuff. I'm experiencing fatigue anyway because I'm scuffing some of these jumps and little presses. I'm only doing like a quarter press, not a full press. So I don't know, maybe I'll take a break because I can feel my mood and stuff. Like when you just have to sit there and get through a task that is unfun, you can't see the fun in it, unfortunately, because I don't know where the motivation is for the fun or where the fun comes in or whatever it is. You either already inherently have a reason to be doing this or whatever. The game doesn't give you many reasons to want to be doing it. Also, look at how Hornet doesn't actually stand on the floor. She's got like a pixel or two off. It's obviously like on purpose or part of their quality control. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up and then we'll just do this for a bit. Maybe I will just take a break after this. This also is a pretty good point to stop playing, period, because like you're up to this boss and you can like just learn this boss fight later when you come back and practice, you know what I mean? Like all of the competencies that you need to pick up this game again when you don't play with a guide can be ascertained by doing this run and clearing this boss. May as well just die or what? That's what I mean, like, why is this happening? Why did you approve this or whatever? I just want to go do the actual thing. So many players must feel this, but they're just never able to actually articulate what's wrong. Like, nobody wants to be doing this, and this is the interesting thing about it. Like, what's the neurodiversity here, or whatever it is that they're targeting, where it's like the satisfaction comes from doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's like a OCD, or some kind of like smooth brain thing, you know what I mean? Because like, nobody likes doing this. I've done it so many times that like I can't even reliably keep doing it anymore because my body's like sick of doing it. Kay says, are you underleveled or not using enough farm? I have no idea. And I think I'm actually right in the spot for where I'm supposed to be anyway. Yeah, I'm good. I don't really look up to that or respect that either. I understand it, and it's very French. But I'm also the kind of person where, like, I kind of hope to see excellence in many areas rather than excellence in only one area and severe deficiencies in others. I guess it's called being holistic. Anyway. Since this isn't that much fun, I don't know, take a break and just come back later for co-op games. Maybe you won't play this again. At the end of the day, if they didn't make it fun, then what are you supposed to say or do, you know what I mean? It's not fun for me, what am I supposed to say? That it is? I don't get paid to do that. So in that instance, I did the attack, I press all the buttons, but due to the GCD in the game or however long it takes to do anything, nothing happens. And again, like, I'm out of sync with the game. I feel like there's just some fundamental difference in my head. As I always say, guys, it feels like an SSRI game. It's all very quiet and dull for a reason. And the inconvenience is intentional. That's just what they wanted. But I don't really like people who like to inconvenience folks, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's interesting because I believe that games should be games. You should play them and everything else. And this is a type of play, and it's definitely a type of game and everything. And because it's not my type and not the experience I'm looking for, like, I have this disharmony, you know what I mean? Obviously, if I was just retarded, like, you know, there was that guy who joined the Discord, he can't leave the house or whatever, it's a perfect game for him. Like, it's just like I'm just having trouble getting into it, so I can't do it. Game makes me want to go and do other things. Like, I might do stuff in the yard or whatever instead. There's virtually no challenge in this game because, like, again, everything is done on 1 second presses, right? The attack takes 1 second. Yeah, so when you play World of Warcraft or whatever, you get a 1 second, half a second GCD, right, between attacks. So to do your rotation and everything like this, you know, you got to have X amount of button presses per second. So this game just demands this 1 second whatever. When you combine this with the ability to get on the internet, read a guide, procedurally find out what to do, watch frame by frame what needs to be done, be explained the fight, exactly how to beat the fight, and then you've just got the opportunity to practice doing things for a 1 second situation. Eventually you will just get there. So it isn't really for challenge gamers or anything like that. It's for people who just, it's kind of like learning an instrument or whatever. They just want to press all the things in the right sequence and then they're going to get it. That's basically every video game, but it's exceptionally evident in this title, especially because it doesn't have any of the things that an RPG or a Souls type game is like able to avail the player in terms of power and experience to still get through and experience the game and play the game in different ways, aka the overmatch or the outsmart or whatever. There's only one real way to play this game, which is why so many people really like it, is because everyone goes through the same experience of, I pressed that button 60 times and so did you, or whatever it might be. My challenge here for myself, again, is like, because the game manages to get you to stop getting into it. I don't know what it is about the game, but like, you can get into it and then it gets in the way of itself and then you're no longer interested in it. So when you have to do something that requires persistence, and they say that people who have high testosterone are able to like do persistent tasks, you know what I mean? So like, I'm pretty sure I'm in that category just fine, biochemically. But intellectually, it's like, if it's just in my own plain terms, in my own experience so far, boring. I'm sitting here in the countryside in absolute silence, other than my own talking in this small room. It's boring. The outside world is more compelling than this. And the outside world has like all of these rewards that are instantaneous. You know what I mean? You guys could, like, if you could just walk out the door and get a blowjob, would you? Or would you do this shit? It's lame. But again, so like, two things happened. The game disengaged me, and then it presented me with another challenge when I wasn't expecting one. The game was talking like this was the next thing, but like, that was my bad for thinking that a game that had exploration and adventure and stuff, seemingly, would continue in that vein. But it's not an adventure game. It's not a platforming game. It's not anything kind of game. It's just like this boss after boss, learn the repetitive whatever because you're demented in the head type of shit. That's just me taking a shortcut and like venting. Obviously, players of this game aren't demented. Could it be better or whatever? Yeah. Play with your own music. Get up, have a break, do something else. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I totally get it. But yeah, if like I have to go, I know they only wanted $10, so they get a free pass, right? But like if somebody was like, hey, give me $60 US, and after you played for 20 minutes, fuck off and do something else and come back and play my game and tell me my game is good. The answer is no. You couldn't even keep me entertained for the entire process, you know what I mean? But if you watch a horror movie and get scared and complain about it, then you're a moron. And all I'm saying is that this is supposedly meant to be a challenging game, and I take aim at some of the concepts of challenge and difficulty whilst embracing them. And just acknowledge, like, here I am. So if you keep going, you're going to not have fun. And if you don't keep going, you don't get to have fun. So you know what I mean. Go and explore other places or do something else. I could definitely do that. This, obviously, I'm hitting this guy a lot. I know I can get through. But I am, again, deterred by the fact that it's such a slog to get here. So, I don't know. Quality of life seems to be the antithesis of this. They have like a game design and a concept or whatever. They had some kind of vision. I can see it coming together, but at the same time, though, I can't also help but feel that like there's a great deal of like path dependency in this, where it was like they just kind of went step by step. They didn't kind of design an overworld and multiple loops and things like this. They just kind of were like tacking everything on, and then it kind of came together. How you going, Alistair? I'm hoping that they just, if they ever make a third game, I hope that they never apply any of the things that I actually say, because it will no longer be Hollow Knight. They're just masters of exactly what it is that they do. But what it is that they do makes me want to play a game that has the stuff that they have and just more of it that they don't do. So yeah, I think like, oh, down dash. I like that down dash. Wee 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 wee. Kind of looks like she's farting. How'd they make it where it looks like she just farts? Seriously, and that's clip worthy. Anyway, third game. I hope it's just the same, or whatever it might be. But I also hope that these guys just kind of grow the fuck up. Stop caring what other people think truly, and just go and make an incredible game that's more than what they currently can do. They don't have to, though. I just believe that these guys have what it takes to bring those experiences in there. But let me also just say, though, that there's not another studio that can do what these guys do, so just keep doing it. The happy, the sad, all of it in the experience is great. And as I say, this is I'm going to get into the fight in just a second, guys. Practice it, but as I say off stream, just because of how this game is, yeah, first playthrough with her, and I'm just talking shit. But remember, my opinion is not qualified. I didn't actually get the PhD in gaming. I just got offered a full ride scholarship to do it. Still published my findings anyway. Gave them all to Brock to help XAI Gaming. what was I gonna say there? I still think like nobody can do what these guys do, so they just got to keep doing it. And in my blind playthrough, only playing the first game, coming here and do this with not expecting the challenge, but then it's just a challenge game, you know. Like I said, watch a horror movie, get scared, you're a bozo, you know. So yeah, sorry, that's the point. As I was saying off stream, the game makes you sour, but my job is to be the streamer and to have fun. Yeah, you were Widow, that's fine. I know I'm a forgettable guy, but you're not a forgettable boss. You're a good boss. Why do I play this game if I can just go into the other room, you know what I mean, and start partying and living the best life ever? And like I said off stream, there's just something about this game that sours people, and sours me in particular. And if I could just look at it like it's temperament training or something like this, and not let the game affect me, I could boost my own emotional intelligence. Or something like this. You know, so like as the streamer and stuff, it's like it's so easy just to let the sensory inputs, whether it's the game or the chat or the stream or whatever it is, like dictate your feelings and emotions. But also, like, so many people watch streams because they're here to receive something from the streamer or take something from the chat, or most people are here to, not necessarily here to give, but they're here to receive. One is, you know, it's usually a one-way communication. So, you know, like a lot of people, they liked watching me because I was suffering or whatever it was. And a lot of people like watching because they want to see somebody get in there and do it or whatever it might be. But for me, again, like I was saying off stream, I was like, if the game sours me or whatever, then I've got this opportunity to like play it and then reflect and find a way just to continue to have fun with it. But that, like I said, doesn't excuse the developer or whatever. You can't. So like the fact that I get so disengaged and I have to go on dopamine stack, listen to other music or whatever it might be, or whatever it is, or the fact that I can't play it for hours on end without getting frustrated or bothered, very different to Bloodborne, which is the same kind of thing, but with the Japanese aesthetic and approach. You couldn't give it a 10. You just can't give it a 10. You can't give it perfect scores. But this is in America. You don't get perfect scores in Australia. There's no 4 GPA. You know what I mean? Like you'll get like 80 out of 100, and that's a very good score. Thank God I played the first game. Okay, so let's go in here, die in like 3 hits, and then die 5 times on the way back in. Why didn't I? Shh. Let's just play. Budge. Just very aggressive. I know Widow or somebody would tell me like, it's time to SSRI. You know, I said this very elaborate thing off stream to subs when I was talking about why I was able to beat the Beastfly fight on day 2 when I wasn't listening to the game. And I was like, part of me wondered why I wasn't able to pay the full concentration for the entire duration of the fight. And like I chalked it up to the music. And I was like, there's something in the music that's either pressuring and like increasing cognitive load or the demand on the player, or quite literally, I was like, it could just be something like the duration of the fight. Let's just say the duration of the fight is 5 minutes, but the song is only 3 minutes. I'm in Act 1 still. I haven't progressed any further. I was like, if the fight is 5 minutes, but the song is 3.5 minutes, hypothetically, when that song loops in the fight, you subconsciously go back to the start of the fight, which is a whole entourage of different things that need to happen at the start of the fight, that and the coalescence of playing in formation with music. So I was like, maybe it's something like that, or maybe there's just there's a tone or something that's kind of throwing me, because like, how is it if I just turn the game off and play with no audio cues that like you can just mechanistically get it done and concentrate the whole time? There's something that I also raised with like Hideo Kojima being like, in Death Stranding 2, how are you going? I like literally asked him, I was like, how are you going to balance this so that way like you create the dynamism with the music to make it compelling, but without like using it in an adversarial way against the player? And the things that I'm saying and everything like that, most Western game developers don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. They just put in the music because they think it's cool or whatever. Set the volume to 11. Alright, before I go in here and get my tail kicked again, I'm just going to get a little bit more water. And also, guys, shout out to anybody who has any In-N-Out burger socks. Later on, Case, you're gonna have to meet the dogs, dude. I don't think Case has met the dogs yet. They're just asleep in the office. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go. For me personally, I like this style of doing the fight where I just run up and wail on him. Shivers, I thought I had 3. You met one of them? Oh, cool. Stokes and Ethel, anyway. Really great dogs. You have a dog, Case? We haven't even spoken about pet insurance. Bet your pet insurance is a hot market in the States. Ah, fudge. I'm just too slow with my presses. I think it's like thumb fatigue or something. Which is weird because I haven't really been doing anything other than gaming prolifically every single day. So maybe I need to take a couple of days off or play something less intense. Or just change grips, play claw. But that's tricky because you have to practice that. Ah, shivers. And practice. Well, look, this is a good enough spot to practice claw because you got to do all of the movement and everything. Fudge. Oh yeah, nice. Well, I bet the insurance for this winery would be through the roof. I made it. I wish I could save here. Bam, I can't heal. Ow. Can I get a heal? Nope. Fudge. So usually, like, when a streamer or whatever, say you do this professionally and you get paid, right? Well, you're gonna get a video walkthrough of the fight and mechanics explained to you and everything like this. Or maybe even a ghost player come in and do it for you. Or just practice a zillion times or whatever it might be. But yeah, shivers, I don't know. So for example, when we did Nier Automata, like I didn't do Route B, I only did Route A. I asked the stream, I was like, guys, should I just do the Route B or whatever? And everyone was like, nah, that's fine. You good. Same with Bloodborne, it was like, are we gonna run the whole game again and then beat the moon? And then stream was like, no, we're good, we get it. And I feel like everybody in my stream is kind of, they get what this game's about. Kay says he looks at this boss. Apparently, the very first attack is to kill the other two people in the slight background. Yeah, he killed him, all right. Killed me as well in one shot with that move. Fudge. My brain's kind of off. That was my fault. I like that move, but it's also just not the right move. You just gotta run up and like hit him or whatever. Like I said, it's the SSRI gameplay. There's hardly any like room for flexibility or anything. In so much as like, there's a way to do these fights. You don't do them the way, suffer the consequences, you know what I mean? Down B. I fucking hate the pressure. Like, I just want to go through, that's it. It's not fun or anything. Alright, reset. I'll just reset. I'm sorry, boys, you know what I mean? Like, this is obviously what you wanted, but like, I want you guys to like be rich and happy and successful and be able to get blowjobs whenever you want, like me. But you don't want the same things as me. You don't want a fun game. You want this shit. Fudge. I don't think the word enjoy is even in their vocabulary. It's a game about fucking insects, let's face it. Like, enjoying insects isn't normal. None of this is normal. I haven't even met a single Hollow Knight fan. I met a normal Aussie boy delivery driver. Said, I'm playing this game. He didn't even know what it was. Didn't even want to know what it was. Knew what Arc Raiders was, though. Anyway, skill issue, that's all you gotta, that's all it is. You just gotta hit. Oh, snip. And focus. They're not that hard or whatever. They got big telegraphs and stuff. And very simple moves. This is when they do the fire, right? And it's well telegraphed or whatever. Don't know what's happening here, I just keep hitting him instead. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm supposed to stay out of that, okay. Thank you, Case. The thing is that like it's not all that. I mean, it's not all that bad. It's plenty good, you know what I mean? That's what's so crazy about so many people, is that like they hear people expressing how they feel in the moment, and then they take that as like a permanent record. Like, Rival Gaz said the game was bad or whatever, and I don't agree. And then they just like, they never ever in their own hearts go, oh yeah, actually when I was dying a lot, that bit sucked. Or whatever. Just too precious. I don't know. Like, it's tricky because I'm confident. What game, Case? Do you remember what game I met you? Did I meet you when I was playing Turtles? Might have met him when I was playing Turtles. But the point is that like I haven't actually met anybody who knows about this game who's normal. You know what I mean? Only really teenagers. That's it. I've only really spoken to teenagers about Hollow Knight. And I can understand in the teenage frame of mind, like, you can barely drive a car, you're not going to get a credit card, you can't drink. You know what I mean? So, if you're into insect furry porn, because like you weren't raised right, like, yeah, you're going to want to Steel Soul this or whatever it is. Actually, the concept of the Steel Soul or whatever is a beautiful one. The Deathless Run or whatever. Alright, let's go. Hit, 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 hit. Fight it. I did the opposite. Controller rush forward. Weird. The controller is way more consistent than yesterday, though. That's for sure. I'm not having any BS drama with that. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Yeah, okay. I definitely have fatigue. I can kind of feel it. So, this is gonna be the last attempt, and then I'm gonna call it. I'll be back for co-op games in the afternoon. I'm gonna have to rest my hand. It's just too much. I'm pressing too much. And I really want to play Absolum. Absolum is just so much funner. It's just a way better game. I really want to do that. Or maybe I'll just take 5 minutes now or something. What can I do? Because you got fatigue now, you know what I mean? I got fatigue now. Stretch. No news. Ah, cool recording studio in Phuket. There's this friggin' smoked like American meat house, smokehouse place that I want to try. Not the one that's in Canberra proper, but like where we used to live in downtown. But another one, it's like it's very low key. Seems like the Like it could be the one. I'm just doing stretches, guys. I know it doesn't look like much or whatever, but yeah, I'm just stretching. How long have I been playing for? 2 hours. But it hasn't been like whatever. Did use my splint last night and everything, so yeah, it should be good. You just gotta play really slowly, hey. That's what you gotta do. Time? I'm just massaging my fingers, guys. I'm gonna take 5. It's currently 225 or 1425. So what will we do? Just browse 4chan or whatever. Summer Games Fest. So what do they reckon? 3 billion or whatever for the creation of our GTA 6. A lot of things just done in like salaries. Salaries just costing a fortune. Apparently 2 billion on fortune. I mean on salaries alone. It's just crazy how there's so much like money in the creation of the game or whatever, but like hardly any money in the playing of the game. Like the companies still make the money, but you know what I mean, like it ends. Alright, bathroom and then we'll do it. Only 2 minutes to go. Crazy how it's been removed off YouTube, hey. It's crazy. Guess we're gonna have to SoundCloud it. Oh no, is that it? Have they updated the title? No, it's just straight up gone. It says it's there, but it isn't. She did one 3 months ago, but it's not the same thing, hey. Orbital artillery, crazy. Well, I might have to download a copy of this so I actually have it. What's going on? Where are you going, Spammington? It was so peculiar that that happened at the same time. Alright, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna listen to this Eurodance though. I don't know, does this have friggin' volume or what? I gotta... Is there no, Here it is. Put you at half. Alright guys, I'm gonna do this fight with some Eurodance. I know it says there's only 2 people here. That's me. Me in the preview and me on the Oh, yeah. That bit. As if he wouldn't jump. Oh my gosh. What the fudge, man? Come on, character. I am so confused. Sometimes it just plays so fluidly, and then other times it's so just the exact opposite. Like, this is just one of these ones that is an L. I just don't like how you got to be so precise and do everything so perfectly all the time. It's just so unfun. This is definitely going to be the last day that I play this game, I think. I just think like the combination of the fatigue and then it just doesn't hit. It doesn't hit in the same way as the first game does. It's just far more inconvenient, this game. The first game was just inconvenient, period. But this game is like, they had 7 years to make it fun. But they made the same shit as we've established. I'm sick of talking about it. I just want to have a good time. The fact that you can't even jump up there is nuts. Come on, buddy, let's go. I'm not sure if you're hearing me press the buttons, like I'm pressing down B and stuff, it's just not very consistent, so this is another L. Can't even get to this boss or whatever. And then how long does this go on for over and over and over? It's only Act 1. I don't know if I want to do this 2 or 3 more times. Yeah, save point right here, please. Just make it pop out here or whatever it is. Obviously, they have some idea and it all comes together, but I'm not having fun with it, so I don't like it and I don't care about it. Sorry, lads. And the thing is that, like, it's not your fault or your responsibility, but, like, you got a whole player base and all this kind of stuff. It's just crazy how no one can kind of just like show me the light about the game. Hello. That's Paladin, guys. How you going, Paladin? I'm not having fun today. It started off kind of fun, but it stopped being fun. I see your question, but I'll read it in a bit. Oh, my bad. Oh, that's new. Shivers. Have you been playing OG Hollow Knight all day? How you been going, Gaz? Yeah, pretty much. How long have I been here for? Only 2.5 hours, bro. But I'm pretty much going to get out of here, I think. I've got hand fatigue and the game stopped being fun. Might just do some stuff around the country club instead. How you going anyway? Hopefully doing good. How was the height of the jump not good enough or whatever?
This is what you say. Sorry, go party rock. And if you go up in your house, this is what you say. Sorry, go party rock.
But yeah, it does the thing. That's like the bit you gotta watch, hey. Oh yeah, there it is. The fact, what I like about it is that like the challenge comes from the fact that it's behind the enemy, not in front of the enemy. You know what I mean? Oh, you've been playing OG Hollow Knight. And he's been seeing how much easier it is. Very simple game, the first one. They really nailed a lot of things in it. I appreciate it. Will I ever go back and play it? I thought about it, but probably never actually, now that I played this. Not because this is better or whatever, just like, this doesn't make me want to play Hollow Knight. This reminds me of like why I didn't like it in the first place. Fudge, man. I don't remember anything about the game, dude. But he's making progress, YouTube. That's the most important thing. When's your model going to be ready so you can stream it, bro? And share the adventure with other people? No worries. Well, best of luck for when it is ready, bro. No rush, I guess, because you haven't started. Okay. Imagine. Alright, well, a couple more. It's currently 2:42, so if I had like a couple of hours off or whatever, I should be right for co-op in the afternoon. Or late at night by subpar standard. I'm sorry that happened to you, bro. I want to get a different controller, hey. I might buy one of those Chinese controllers with like different actuation points and stuff. This is getting ridiculous trying to do this. Yeah, sorry your neighbor was like that, man. Alright, let's lock in. Hopefully you got to the bottom of it and could clear it all up for everybody. This isn't that hard. I'm just stuck on this mental thing of not wanting to do it because you got to do this first. These runs are just lame. They're not fun or anything either. And there's still too much variability for it to be fun, you know what I mean? Like, things like that, I don't know why. I know why. I just disagree. let's go, let's go. Lame. Imagine getting hit twice by that. I'm pretty spent, I think. Lame. Interesting enemy design anyway. Simple enough fight. Wish damage was higher. Wish the character was more resilient or whatever. Pushing through with the hit on that, making that all possible or whatever, is definitely the move. Because before, like, you get fucked around or whatever when you get interrupted, then it just collapses. But if you just push through, it's easier. Ah, shivers. Ow. Maybe tomorrow after a couple of hours. Or not at all. Like I said, this is a pretty good spot to just stop playing the game. I've got the gist of it. But yeah, I don't know. I think honestly, lads, like, as great as this game is and as much praise as you all deserve, I think you're also fucked up completely because I'm not even compelled to get to Act 2. So yeah, I don't know. I know you didn't make this game for me, and I know I'm much older than all of you, so it doesn't mean anything at all, but yeah. The fact that I'm not even interested in getting to Act 2, and you're meant to be the best of Australian game making, is like, that's just more bullshit. Made a largely unfun game. Has its moments, so, and you impressed everybody you needed to impress, I guess. Just not me. At this point in my experience, there's not enough here to keep you on going. Alright, then we get to the fire phase, so what happens here? Cool tell. Why? He did the move, but I didn't react to it. It's like, because it's further away or whatever, it doesn't come to the thing. That's the great trick. I really admire that though. Alright, I'm gonna put the music back on and then just do a couple of attempts with no sound on my end. How you going, subs? I'm gonna be getting out of here shortly, but I will be here for co-op games. It's almost like not even worth listening to your own music or whatever, because the fundamental experience isn't enjoyable, so then you end up like tainting your what you actually enjoy, you know what I mean? Okay. Mute. Yeah, everything's fine, man. Everything's fine. It's just a game. The game is just not that great. Or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say, like, it's a great game, but like it's not being fun. It's not fun to play. Just the same shit over and over and over again. It's like you write lines. It's like doing lines, and not the fucking fun lines either. Like your Bart Simpson. Oh man, I just want to jump up there. They just put all this shit that's a great inconvenience in it. I'm tired of speaking about it and elaborating on it. Also, like I was saying, like haven't met anybody cool streaming it. Just judgmental assholes on YouTube. Alright, let's go. Hello. Oh, there it is. Fudge. Gosh, it is so much easier when you just don't listen to the game. That blows me away, actually. The fact that the game is just like a negative. The game audio is actually just a negative. It doesn't. It like diminishes the actual experience. Oh my god. The fact that the game is more enjoyable without sound and easier to play without it. They knew what they were doing. They just had this thing. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, just to use a vulgar example, it's kind of like I won't use a vulgar example. Let's just say they made it too salty. They just made it too salty. And it's just pretty much nobody's taste. I haven't met anybody at all whom I kind of recognize about it. Stream is talking mad crap. Just scroll on, guys. Which I know isn't good for concentration, but okay, let's do it. How you going anyway, subs? What's going on? Having a good day, hopefully? Might do these lawns after this. then it's the fire phase. All this stuff happens. Ah, that's unfortunate. Oh, that was just me trying to play aggressively. Probably could have got it then. But yeah, it is 256. I'm gonna stay true to my word, or actually, no, I'll give it a couple more tries. Let's just do 3 more, and then I'll go and do something else. Off stream for a while. That's something else that I kind of realized, you know, where I went wrong with my content on YouTube. Now that I understand more about how YouTube functions and stuff, like the way that my stream is and everything else doesn't actually translate on YouTube. It's not like they don't actually really support stream content or whatever. Don't know how to describe it. It's just like you just need to be making like little broadcasts of gameplay videos and that's it. Or things like this, you know, I shouldn't even be on the camera or whatever. It should just be Hollow Knight deaths or something. You know, it's just lame shit. He says, Subpass says, LA was good today. Hell yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in LA. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Deleted. Such an exceptionally fragile character. Lame. Lame as in like, cause you press the buttons but then they don't really do the thing. Can't believe that guy complained so hard about it too. And I was like, nah, it's fine. I just hadn't played the game enough for it to start happening to me. Alright, so I can only take 1 hit at this point. May as well heal. Oh, now the fight starts. Okay, let's do it. So lame. Fudge. There's a flash or something that happens there where you get a terrible start. Hey, skiller shoot to the max. Come on, get off the chair. Why is it? Fudge. I felt like I could have got it on that other one, but I started playing aggressively because again I was getting into the game and this is not what you do, and I'm sick of it. I want a game where you get excited and you get to play it excitedly. None of this sort of fucking SSRI bullshit gameplay. Fudge. Or this stuff where it's like you can't even get to the fight. It's just such a waste of time. How much time is actually wasted just doing this shit over and over and over? It's just lame. But perfect for, like, children. Alright, let's go. Last one. You can only take 1 hit or whatever. Yeah. But I was just experimenting there and having fun. See, the second you have fun or whatever, then the game just gets in the way. I just can't believe how they've managed to make this game or whatever, so whatever. Like that, you know what I mean? I don't want these guys to make any other games other than this type of thing. Because yeah, that'd fucking ruin it. Some parts is very counterintuitive. This fight's fine, dude. I'm just over it, that's all. And the thing is, a lot of players, because this is the thing, before you get to the thing, heaps of people would be very excited. And he's very easy. He doesn't do anything trolly or whatever. He's just got some moves that take a little bit for you to get used to or whatever. Got one more hit to do. He started doing that, I just didn't react. What would be handy actually if I had someone doing calls in the disc. But that's fine. That's cheating. Okay, so then something happens here. And he does that. Fudge. 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 If only I could jump up over it. Alright, bathroom, and then I'll run there again. So it says a personal spotter sounds cool. So the fight, the enemy has a wind-up attack that's a short range attack, but the wind-up happens behind the enemy. So usually the enemy has like the weapon in front of the player model, but in this case the threat is from behind the player, so you'll see what I mean when they do it. Hate this so much. The most unfun. Gosh. I also feel like part of the reason why I'm getting really scuffed is just because I'm playing with the default control scheme. I mean, I could like remap it, I guess. But what would I remap it to? That's fine. Nah, different one. That one's fine. They just spin it around themselves. That little orb thing. You'll see it once they start doing, I'll call it. That move there. Gotta get out of the way. Him on this side. Yeah, that move there. So it happens, they do it for 1 second. Oh my gosh. This fucking shitty game, and how the devs don't even give you the courtesy of pushing the player out of the damage zone when it's hurt. They just leave it in overlap, and if the boxes are huge, then you're gonna get double tapped or whatever's gonna happen. I don't know, but like, the punish in this game is lame. It just takes so long to get back here. It's a total waste of fucking time, boys. I think it's hard or whatever, but it's not hard. It's just fucking a waste of time. What sucks. I'm not wasting any more of my fucking time on your shitty game. I just wish it was more fun. I wish I could have had more fun with it. But you know what? I only wish that because everybody on the internet said that it was something that was like so much more than what it is. He's a fine enough boss though. And it's clearly just like a little mini boss thing for the door, you know what I mean? It's not even that hard. It's just inconvenient, not fun. Fighting him is fun. If you just let me in here and I could do the fight, that'd be fine, but I gotta do all this other stuff. Fudge. Oh, there it is. I should have escaped. Stim. So he's gonna do some moves or whatever. Then I gotta stand in the gap. Yep. Oh, fudge. Fudge. Just got closed in on. That's fine. All those moves are great. They do a slam with some fire. Just stand out of the fire. It's very 101. Very fun-ish when you get to actually do it. This is the bit that I don't like. I don't like this. Nobody wants to do this anymore. That's the thing too. So half the game is the exploration, is the platforming, and then they manage to fuck it up by making it inconvenient or unfun. At times. It's cool to do, but they also like, I don't know, I guess just because I get fatigue or whatever, you know what I mean? I can't just do this relentlessly like a little kid. But even so, if I was to look at one's career in gaming as a kid into a man, the time they spend and all this kind of stuff, like outside of some particular areas for development, like this game is like too much of a waste of time at times, especially if they suffer like I am or whatever. Skill should get good, you know what I mean? Time check? Yeah, okay. I've had my fill. I don't know, bro. They developed it for 7 years, and I reckon they did do QA, but they only did QA for their cocksuckers, you know what I mean? They didn't do it for, like, the ordinary Australian. I've asked ordinary Australians, they don't even know what this fucking game is. That's what I'm kind of surprised by. Again, it's like I haven't actually met anybody normal who knows what this game is or cares about it. I've only kind of met very fringe folks. Like that guy who can't even leave the house. With all due respect to him. Alright, let's go. This phase. Fudge. I really like the effects and stuff. I'm not... there's stuff to praise, obviously, guys, but like, we're not here to praise it. Then it does the fire. And then he does that. So I don't know if he attacks faster or not. Maybe he throws some tools out. But then that still takes 1 second to do. You may as well just try to get the hit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it, if I'm honest. I've got fatigue. And I still need to like have energy for the other game. Rest? I don't know. Look somewhere else? Yeah, why not? Nothing. Alright, let's do it. Last try, then I'm getting out of here, guys. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I'll try though, obviously. Nice. That was quick. I feel like they didn't do the full wind-up. Or something. I watched it back and the wind-up did happen. I'll do one more. That wasn't kind of long enough. But yeah, the fact that you can spend longer running to the boss than being in the boss is just wrong. But a standard Hollow Knight or whatever, you know what I mean? This is this thing where it's like, if you got no fucking life and you're just a loser, then by all means, just fuck around doing the same shit over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Getting a... who knows what you get, but it's not accomplishment and it isn't very much dopamine. It's almost infantile. But it's all good. Let's go. There's something to do. This is something that I said before on the drive when we were cruising through the beautiful countryside at the rolling hills and stuff. I was like, you know, I could be in prison or something, but I get to just do this. The fact that there are prisoners who have more fun than what I am means that, like, you know what I mean, something's fucking going terribly wrong here, hasn't it? Alright, stim. What a whopper of a jump that was. So just gotta figure out this fire phase and stay chill. Whoops. Okay, fly. Down slam. That explodes. Fudge, that was obvious though. Oh no! I didn't see that. One more. I can do one more. I'll just take it one at a time until I go. Time check. Just need more familiarity with that bit. But yeah. I don't know, maybe they've got something amazing or whatever. It could be explained to me. I'd be willing and totally open to hearing the brainiac behind it all and how it's supposed to come together to hit. Love to hear all of that. Again, like, obviously, guys, it's an outstanding game. Deserves all the praise and everything with it. It's a masterpiece for what it is, but also, I'm just not having fun with it, sadly. I'm gonna do something else after this. That's something that's actually worthy of my time. Let's go. Fudge. So what, he needs to be hit 4 times or 5 times or something? Okay, I'll try again. Having a physiological response to that, getting further. Heart rate increasing. It's not enjoyable though. Discomforting. Oh my god. Just fucking do the thing, man. I hate how inconsistent this game is. Particularly because it demands it. And the thing is, the inconsistency always comes from the player. Seems like on that second phase, actually just staying on top of him and wailing on him is the easiest thing to do. Fudge. The fly is, it just flew right up on me. But considering I can't even get to that second phase reliably, oh well. I've given it some overtime, guys. Definitely the last day of play. I'm not going to get him today. I really want to, but I don't think I will. And yeah, I want to play something else. I actually want to have fun on stream and play these games, you know what I mean? Good games or whatever. It's just not a fun game, not fun enough. I beat Bloodborne, so you know what I mean. I'm comfortable with challenge and everything. This is just mid. And the stream experience has also been mid. And that's it. That's the score, mid. Somebody's good, somebody's mid. That sucks. How is it that you can do that a million times reliably? Oh, that's my bad. I walked straight into that. What's this fly doing in here? Can you hit for a sec, please? I'm trying to concentrate. I don't know why I ran. I should have just jumped. Oh man, not to blame my skill issue on this fly, but it's pretty annoying. It keeps landing on my hand right at the moment. Okay, this could be the one. Isn't it? Too slow. Getting more familiar with it though. Half of me doesn't want to give up just because I'm more familiar with the second half of the fight. I just get this friggin' pounding in my chest right now though, every time that happens. Like, gotta get rid of that. It's like I'm not managing my breathing right or whatever when it happens. Fucking bullshit already, man. What I hate is, I don't know if you can hear me pressing the buttons, but I'm pressing the buttons. But because of the fatigue, I can't do the full actuation sometimes. Yeah, just struggling with motivation. Struggling with motivation to do it. The thing is that it's just not noteworthy or whatever. If you take out the discourse and what other people have said, just in my own frame of reference in mind, $10 or whatever they asked for, because they fucking gave it away for free basically on Xbox, and it's like, that's the only way you're going to get folks to play this shit. This streamer is gonna give up streaming. Keck. Just give up. Give up and get out of there. But they've got 1,000 followers, so how does this work? Oh. Yeah, okay, it's just a bad stream. That's all, they just need some polish. That makes perfect sense. Probably going to be able to get this guy tomorrow, but this kind of, I'm not going to play it tomorrow though. This is this thing that kind of happens a lot in this kind of game. What comment? You haven't said anything dickish, bro. Other than your username. Would be good to get. I feel like I'm close to getting him. Press the wrong button. It's because I task switched. I went on Twitter or whatever. That's a no-no. Reaction time too slow. Just get these free hits in if I can. Stamp. Scuffed it. Alright. That one was very predictable. This one though could be the one. But yeah, what a waste of time this is. This whole thing is just a waste of fucking time. Oh my gosh. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I don't even want to do it anymore. Nobody wants to do it anymore. Order struggling to learn it. But the truth is that I don't want to learn it because, like, it's not even great. Or whatever. See right through this bullshit. Alright, let's go. I jumped, bro. I jumped. What? What's with this slightly delayed reaction time now? What's happening? Time? I wasted another half an hour. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it, guys. I'll see you guys later in an hour and a half. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm done with it. I know I could beat it or whatever, but it's just not fun. This game's just not that fun, unfortunately. And with my hand pain, I don't feel like it's worthwhile pursuing, especially when you can play a fun game like Absolum later on. So yeah, this will be the last time I play this game. And just upon, like, if I was to do the review of it or whatever, I can recommend it, but players who will play this have already played it, type of thing. There's a lot of good things in there. There's a lot of good things in there, like the art and the music and how it all comes together and how they made another Hollow Knight and everything like this. But also, like, just because of the fact that they nailed the assignment, it's just not that fun. So yeah. Bad game? Bad in some respects. Good in other respects. Worthy of its score and everything else. Worthy of my time? No.